So today, Mom and I went to Knollwood Garden Centers, and I've been down and out with my shoulder for a couple weeks now, and I just needed to get out and be around some plants. And I missed my mom, so we decided to go back to Knollwood. I didn't record this time simply because I can't carry things at all from this side. So sorry about that. You didn't get to see it, but we had a blast as usual. And I came home with a beautiful alocasia. I wasn't going for an alocasia. I was actually going to go and buy some of the monkey tails. They had a 4-inch monkey tails, but they weren't perfect. So, and I just couldn't buy a monkey tail plant that had some monkey tails not right with it. I was going to buy a euphorbia too, but I didn't see anything that really stuck out. So I brought this baby home, which, as you can see, he's a good size. Let me get this out here. This is a Alocasia, I can't read it, Buginda? Is that what that is? Well, anyways, it's beautiful. So what I've got going on right now is I just needed to try to set up my station. I can't use my table. It's too heavy. So I'm going to just try doing it at the kitchen counter. What I've done so far is, isn't that gorgeous? Is I got rid of most of the dirt. So if you see this here, let's get him out. So here's the roots. Make sure I don't want to lay him down on the leaves. So, well, here's the roots. And as you can see, they look really good. Let me set it up. Can't hold it with this arm. So here are the roots. And I checked it as best as I could for bugs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and wash the leaves off and the stems real good here in the sink. I tried doing it in the hose to get a lot of that nursery dirt off. And then I'll do it in the sink for this, and then I'm going to pot it in this 8-inch bowl or pot, terracotta pot, and that'll be it. I'm not going to make a big video out of this, I just wanted to get home and get him planted. And then I need to also, when I'm done, is spray him just to make sure there's no bugs on him. But I checked him out real good before even bringing him home, and I didn't see anything. But again, I don't have a trained eye yet. And this new leaf, my mom told me that if I want this leaf to separate or to open up, she said I'm going to need to separate this guy a little bit because he's leaning up against the big leaf. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do that. She said I could just use a paper towel and separate them, so I'll probably do that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get situated here and we'll start rinsing him off. So All right, so I've got my Bonsai Jack Grit Mix, and I've got my Espoma Organic Cactus Mix, which is what typically I always use. You guys see me? Okay. I'm gonna here. Hopefully I don't knock the camera over. Need to get these guys out. I had my what do I want to call it? Pink Princess was in this pot, so I know it was okay. You'll be seeing that video coming out next in a couple weeks, what I did with it, but he's not in here anymore. So I think what I want to do here is get my bearings straight. So this is an 8-inch pot. Mom and I decided that that's the best size that I should go to here. The one that it was in, we believe, was at least 6 inches, if not 8. I'm pretty sure it was 6. I don't think it was this big. So I'm only going to do that much dirt, and the rest will be bonsai grit. So at this point, I'll just dump it in there. I should have changed. I didn't even... I get a little obsessed. When I buy a plant, I want to repot it right away. I don't like the idea of it being in my house with possible gnats, aphids, thrips. And I'm not one, I can't keep it outside because it's too cold. So I just jump right in once I get home, even if I don't feel like it. And I really probably should have ate before I started. I didn't check my blood sugar, but hopefully it's okay. My alarm hasn't gone off yet from my CGM, so I should be in good shape. Hopefully you guys can see me, guys. So if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I'm a very big, avid believer in keeping a very gritty mix. This might even be too much soil, which I wouldn't be surprised. I have to replant it in a couple weeks, but we'll see. Being in a terracotta pot, and it's pretty dry in the house, being in Ohio, so I don't, my White Knight and my Monstera Thai Constellation are like dry constantly, so, and they're in the same mix. So I have to water them at least every 3 to 4 days. And I'll probably end up doing that with this one too. Okay. All right. So my friend Lynn, who may be watching, she said something in her video the other day that just made me smile, and I said, and that is not being house proud. And I am not house proud. So as you can see, I'm making quite a mess in our kitchen. And that's okay, because as soon as I'm done, I am going to be cleaning up and bleaching everything just to make sure everything's still clean. All right, so let me move this over here. Rearrange a little bit. So this is all I've got in there right now. I don't know if that's... Actually, it looks like it might be perfect. What I was pleasantly surprised at when I rinsed the dirt off is this was sticking out of the dirt, but what wasn't was that new growth. And also, this poor little leaf down here was not sticking out. I didn't even see him. And if you check out a little bit closer, you can see these little roots that are coming out. So I think he's a really nice plant. I just hope that I can raise him. This is my first one. Well, they're all my first, right? So we'll just see how it goes. I don't know if... I think I'll trim these off before I... I think I'll go ahead and trim this. I don't know if what was I going to say? I don't know if I should be pruning these bottom leaves. I haven't seen any of you all do that, so I think I'm going to keep it. But let me know in the comments what I should do with that, if anything. Most likely, this little guy may be covered up. But maybe I'll try not to get him covered too much. He'll be mostly with Bonsai Jack, if anything. So is it straight? Oh, is this... I think this leaf was knocked off at some point. I kind of like doing my potting up here I've got light somewhat. I've got enough room. And most importantly, this camera, I bought a, I can't think of what it's called. I bought this part for the camera that can be on its side, and I can turn it so it can actually look down now rather than having to look over all the time. So I expect over time I'm going to get really good with these videos. Just hopefully you can stick with me. Oh, I know one thing I'm going to do here before I get too far up. A couple things. I'm going to get some of my Bonsai granules. I don't like using this stuff at all, but I don't trust bugs. I don't trust nurseries. It'll be, if you're not careful, you could get an infestation, and that would not be cool. So, just in case you haven't seen it, it's systematic houseplant insect control. So I put that in when I pot new plants. Sometimes I'll put it in if I'm concerned about existing plants here at home. But most of the time I just spray them instead. And I do have, I think I'm going to have to repot my cheek hypes. I'm not sure, cactuses. So that will probably be in a next video. If I do that, I may do that tomorrow, or may do that after this. I don't know. But okay. So what I think I'm going to do here is pour the drip mix on top, the rest. Little guy's gonna be okay. Little tip of him right there. good. So I'm going to save this dirt. Go ahead and wash my hands. Next thing I'm going to do is take him outside, away from the house, and I'm going to spray him down real good. And then bring him back in, probably put him in the bathroom for a couple hours. Then he will be all set to join his friends, I think. I don't ever really separate them for very long because I feel really confident in them not having the bugs. But we'll see. So there you have it. Isn't he beautiful? Even the pink terracotta pot goes with his pink stems. So I'll plan on putting him here. Yes, this is my pink princess. That's what I did. You can look at that video when it comes out. It'll be before this one. So if you've watched it, let me know. I won't go into that. But here's my beautiful Thai monstera that also is in a video that I'm really surprised this leaf has starting to get strong. I thought for sure I was going to lose it, but it's doing great. And then here's the white knight. Now, one thing I might do, and I'd like your opinion, is I've noticed with my experiences, these are two different plants. So when I bought this, I didn't realize that they weren't one. So what I'm thinking of, I think this is just too much. This is too big. I don't like how round it is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to repot it, and I'm going to take this little guy right here and separate him, and then probably, I don't know if I'll keep him, but I know my niece been wanting a white knight, so I might have that for her. And then this one, just have that one. So I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. So anyways, thanks for joining me in this new potting of my new Alocasia buganda. It says Mythic Nairobi Night. That's neat. So anyways, there you have it. I will be putting him over here. But most of the times I bring them in my cactus and succulent area where all the lights are. It's a lot warmer. As you can see, it's right now, it's happy in here. Ohio's getting like spring weather instead of winter at the moment. And I put them down under here where the lights are. So they get lights on days that it's not sunny. And then they sleep down there. So, while I'm here. So here are the chick hype, I think is how they say it. So I've been rubbing them down with alcohol, and I think that's scale, but it's not coming off easy at all. So, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these three and put them in one pot, because it's almost impossible to get, it's impossible to get in there and try to touch that. So here comes my babies. Oh, welcome back, guys. Say hi to everybody. Come see my new
plant.
plant.
It's nice.
Isn't it pretty?
It's very pretty.
He's repotted now.
That's nice.
All right, so that's it. Say bye. Okay, he's all set. I'm all cleaned up and bleached. We've sprayed him down and he sat outside for about 30 minutes. Still got some moisture on him. Obviously I'm not going to touch him very much, but so let's talk about this leaf. So this leaf, as you can see, he's connected to the main leaf, and because of that, his leaf's not going to get any better. I don't think it's not going to be able to stretch out. So what I thought I'd do is, I've got some cotton balls and just put them between. I don't know if this is going to work, but so tied up against there, it loosens it up a little bit. But what I really want, I think, is for him to come forward out from there. So I think by having the leaf separated here, he'll have a chance to come out and open up now. So I'm going to keep the cotton there just temporarily. I don't know if I really need him, but that's what we'll do for now. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is he's too heavy for me to carry. I'm going to wait for my husband. I will take a picture of him in his resting place, which is going to be right over here. I've made a place for him here, or I might make it here. That might be too close. I might want it there. Typically, I don't keep that big snake plant. I don't keep him up here usually, but I really like him up here, and he likes it up here being next to the window. I like having a lot of plants together, as long as it's safe. They're not infected in any way. Okay, so we moved him. I had to add another ending point to this video so you guys got to see what it looks like and where he's at. I don't like the cotton balls, but he may not have to be there for very long. I added this little mushroom. I think my mom did good. She encouraged me to buy this plant rather than a cactus. Thank you, Mommy. See y'all later. Bye.